some media in the news. The Washington Post did a story last Wednesday about how no one in the United States had been killed by lightning yet this year, which was a record. 6 hours later, a man in New Jersey was struck and killed by lightning.
You're kidding.
No.
That's what happens. You should know when you do that what's going to happen.
I think it happened to a teenager in, Georgia?
Yeah, a couple of days later.
Just a few days ago.
That's correct. This was a week ago. The Washington Post, and then that same day, a guy died in Jersey. And then, I saw that about the teenager. Mm-hmm. They say, Dave should be here to comment on this. He knows lightning now.
Yeah, he doesn't play with lightning.
No, he does know that.
They say, and this was really tragic. A teenager was in the ocean, and apparently the lightning just came out of the blue. They say if you see storm clouds of any kind, get out of the ocean because it will strike.
We don't.
No, we don't. We do not. We don't. You need to. That story stuck with me because the girl was young. It was really bad.
Yeah, she was just a teenager.
I know, it was terrible. So I think now, whenever I see a storm cloud roll up on the beach, I'm saying, let's go.
Yeah, but this is you in a moment of what I can only assume is 100% stone cold sobriety.
Yeah, clarity right now. Because I'm not in the water, but still, you get struck on the beach as
sitting
well.
under a metal pole.
Sitting there under an umbrella, exactly.
In a metal chair.
Yeah, that's a fact. You're right. There was a woman that got struck by lightning. I read about her. She was sitting at her computer, and the bolt came through, or the lightning, I guess, the electricity came through her keyboard while her fingers were on the keyboard. Yes, that's what she says. Oklahoma, her computer keyboard, lightning hit her home, and the current traveled through the wiring into the computer. She was not injured, just shaken, shocked, literally, and then shaken up by it. Her husband was talking about what it sounded like and what it was.
And all of a sudden that strike hit. I mean, it was such a loud flash and boom. It reminded me of the TNT charges going off around me in ITR in Camp Pendleton. So I knew it was lightning, and I just didn't know how close it was. I thought, thank God I'm still alive.
Right. He's inside the house. She was working on her desktop computer at the time.
Well, I guess if you're going to, all things considered, I'd rather be in the ocean.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you're going to get zapped by lightning.
One way or the other.
At your desk or outside.
Just sitting at her desk. My wife says never get in the shower while there's a thunderstorm going on.
Yeah,
I've always
my mom would never let us do that either.
I always thought that was hokum, but...
I've always heard that too, but I always thought it was just made up. I thought it was a wives' tale.
What she
and
says.
People of previous generations, especially when landlines were more common, said you're not supposed to be on the telephone.
Yes.
That's right. Is the same with cell phone, do you think? Or I bet it's just more.
I don't think so because it's all wireless.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I have a dear friend that only takes baths. He works here in this building. I just heard him say that the other day, that he only takes a bath. You know who I'm talking about, Biggie? You're a better friend with him than I am.
Mm-mm.
He only...
It's a joke, right?
No, he was telling me that he only takes a bath.
A daily bath?
A daily bath, but his gut is getting so big that he's getting cold now because it's sticking out of the water. That's what he said.
I've known him for a long time, and I will tell you one time, we were late to a tournament, a basketball tournament, because he was in the bath.
Yeah, he was.
And I thought at the time he was kidding. No, he really lost track of time. I was in the bath. I was beating on his door. And he came out, and he's like, "I'm sorry, man. I totally got lost in this bath." I didn't know he was still doing that. I thought maybe he had grown up a little.
He's bath only.
I have so many questions. Does he froth it up with bubbles, or is it just a plain straight water bath?
Bubble. He does bubble bath, and
so that's how he shampoos his hair.
Yeah. He's
in the tub.
No shower, only bath.
Well, and we have. What happens when he travels? We've chronicled this many times. More and more and more hotels are removing tubs because Americans don't want to soak.
That's true.
In the hotels,
I don't know.
For the most part.
I didn't ask him. I bet you there he would do
battle conditions shower.
You'd shower, but at home he's only bath. And he said he's gained so much weight that his man boobs and his gut stick out of the water.
Yeah. Oh, chilly.
And he's chilly. He's got to regulate himself.
Do you know how long it takes him to bathe?
I didn't ask that, but he said, I bet it's longer, though, because you want to soak in the tub.
You got to fill the tub.
Yeah, you got to fill the tub, soak in the tub.
So many questions. Do you know, does he do this on his way into work or the night prior?
I think he does it night prior.
I'm sure it has to be.
It has to be.
Another thing I know about him
I traveled with him. I know he's taken showers.
Well, he will.
Well, I suppose he has to when he has
but
to.
But at home, he's bath only. And When he gets up, now his feet hit the floor and he's out the door within 5 minutes. He just like quick.
Okay.
What do you call it? A horse bath.
Yeah.
And then right out the door. He likes to sleep as long as possible. We had a deep conversation in here. You weren't here.
What happened?
He stopped in and
I left early?
Yeah, you had left. Well, it was Friday. You weren't here.
Oh, yeah.
And he came into the office and we were
Weird.
talking about bathing habits.
That is
I'm
odd.
glad Demm's gone. I need to talk about bathtubs.
Will you talk about bathtubs with me? Sure.
Come in, take a seat.
I did. Ben, you're talking about not taking a shower and why? Go ahead.
Yeah, back years ago in prior generations, the piping to the house was steel. You had galvanized steel and stuff like that, and that's where all the water ran through, and acted as a ground. So it would hit there, the bulb light would go through the water, through the piping, and dump right into the water.
Okay.
Does make sense.
But today, with more modern plumbing, is it okay to take a shower during a lightning storm?
It's all PEX. It's all PEX and PVC and stuff like that. Now the copper pipe tubing's pretty much gone.
Right.
And everything, it's all PEX and plastic, and pretty much that's it.
So you're okay. All right.
Interesting.
I'm glad to hear that.
From a plumbing perspective.
Yeah. Out of an abundance of caution, though, I may still just stay out of the shower during lightning. These stories have scared me. This woman, we have some good cop speak here talking about the woman that got hit through her computer.
The homeowner was inside working on teaching an online class via her laptop computer and was subsequently shocked while typing on that computer when the lightning hit. She was very minorly injured, refused any treatment at the scene, but as you can imagine, was pretty scared and shook up.
She was.
Subsequently.
We got her.
Yeah.
Such a great cop speak word.
It is. I wish I could use that more.
Subsequently.
I'd like to work that in.
You and I, we can't just work into conversation. You almost have to be in uniform.
It's very, very rare to say something like that. I need to delve more into our coworker and colleague who only takes a bath.
Does he reveal these details during his program?
Yes, he said he will. He's on air also. He's a competitor, friendly competition. And he has revealed that on air, and then he revealed it to me privately that he's only a bather, and that's just the way he likes to do it. But we were talking about trying to get a six-pack, and he said, I used to have a six-pack.
Get there first.
Right. He said he used to.
Who's winning? You're back at the gym more.
I am, but
you.
I just had some M&Ms.
I didn't want to say.
Half an hour ago, I had some M&Ms, and
I see what I see.
He's calling my name. What can I tell you? I'm back off the wagon. Back
Late
on
night pickle.
I know.
Back with the chocolate.
Although
you have a DC on the way in?
I did. I had it's in my cup holder right now, but I threw a towel over it so that Dave wouldn't see it when he passed my car. I do that.
Shame.
Soda. I do that.
Shame.
You know, I'll tell you what my daughter did. This is so Kelly family. I told you yesterday that we have this new app called Life 360, and we got it.
Yes, and you showed me after the show.
Yeah,
you can get obsessed with it.
It's quite an app. We got it because my son has his license, and so all four members of the family now, either any of us can track somebody else. Right now, if I pulled them up, I'd see exactly what they are. It would say home, and it tells me how much battery life they have in their phone and everything. I showed Christine yesterday. My son was driving from Target back home, and it was like 28 miles per hour on this road. He just took a left.
18 miles an hour here. He's braking.
Mm-hmm. And you see his little eyebrows, which is his icon, his face, just driving all over the city and back home, so you know where they are. Well, same with anybody else. They can track me all the time. So last night on the way home from pickleball, I thought to myself, I've earned chicken and pickles. All right? I've earned this for myself.
Now, is this post-supper?
Well, I made it for the family before I left. We played at 6, so I cooked spaghetti at 5:30 for the family and said,
didn't have
I didn't have any. No, I like to be light when I'm playing.
Well, yeah, you don't want to fill it with
spaghetti.
Even playing pickleball.
Correct. So I put... That's right. Were you here when Dave asked me the number one pickleball injury and we came to...
No. I don't think I was.
But what did y'all say? Well, you said...
twisted ankle.
No, you said... what he said, what's injured most when pickleball's being played? And Biggie said, pride.
Well, yeah.
Ego. And stroke.
That's the number one.
Palpitations.
Or it's for an older group.
It is for an older set.
Somebody's fallen.
Right. There's already had a hip. Usually there's a hip already been replaced, Anyway, so I said to myself, I owe it to myself to get myself some chicken and pickles. I didn't want a bowl of spaghetti when I got home, heat it up or whatever. I'm going to it. It's 8:15 or whatever. So I roll over to Chicken and Pickles. Well, as soon as I get in the drive-thru line, my phone starts to ring, and it's my daughter. And I think something may be wrong. So I answer the phone, and she says...
She's literally calling
She's
you.
calling me. And she says, and very quietly, she says, I know where you are. I want 8-piece nugget and a chocolate chip cookie. And I said, but you already ate. So get me an 8-piece nugget.
I'll tell him.
And a chocolate chip cookie.
I'll tell both of them, and you know who I'm talking to.
She held me hostage. She held me
Yes, she did.
hostage. She ransomed me. She blackmailed me into...
So just the two of you had a little...
Meet me in the driveway.
That's what we did. I got her. She was in the garage. We ate. This is embarrassing now. I got myself my usual chicken sandwich, 8-piece nugget.
After sunset?
After sunset. I
On
know.
a weeknight?
Terrible. Awful. Chicken sandwich, 8-piece nugget, Diet Coke. And she said she wanted an 8-piece nugget and a chocolate chip cookie. And she said she would tell the others if I didn't bring her what she wanted. I said, stand in the garage. I'll be there in 10 minutes. So
Bring the sauce from the fridge. There's
the sauce.
Polynesian in the fridge.
yeah. So she smuggled the Polynesian out in her robe. And as the door to the garage opened up, there her face appeared, in front of me. And she was standing there waiting. She guided me in, and we ate on the hood of my car. And then I threw the bag away in the trash can outside so that
Did you cover it up with other garbage?
Of course.
Disappointed but proud all at the same time.
All at the same time.
Because she worked you over.
That's right.
But, I mean, a proud moment for you.
Absolutely. And she tracked me. That's what they do. They know where I am, and they track me.
Well, and if you turn it off, they're going to say, why'd you turn that off? Where are you?
Of course.
You can disable?
You can, but they know.
They're going to know?
It alerts them then. It was so uncanny. I mean, I pulled up to the drive-thru window, and the phone rang. She goes, I know exactly where you are. Here's what I want.
No.
I've hidden Mom's phone. Let's make this fast.
That's exactly right. That was really brutal.
I've disabled their notifications for 5 minutes.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Get back on the main road in 3.5 minutes now.
We have a P1 who has been struck by lightning. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Kelly, I was 13 years old, and we were at a Holiday Inn in an outdoor covered pool, and it was lightning in the background a little bit, and so I just crawled out the pool and walked to the edge, and I was standing there looking up, and lightning struck the corner of the hotel, and it kind of split, and one of those little bolts hit me, I guess, and I turned around and felt just kind of real funny, and a couple of people started running toward me, and my mom and dad were actually in the room, so they didn't know anything about it, and I got to smelling stuff and looking around, and all my fingernails is weird. My fingernails and toenails were completely black and smoking. I guess that's where the lightning left my body.
Whoa.
But
Dang.
my pants, my shorts were smoking, and you could smell. When you like burn your hair or something like that. Yeah, it was awful. It was the worst smell ever. But yeah, it was weird. It blew all my fingernails black and charred all my toenails black.
Wow.
And but other than that, I was fine. They had someone check me. I don't know if it was a doctor. Like I said, I was 13.
Oh, are you nervous now when storms are around?
Yeah, I don't. When it's lightning outside, I don't go outside. I'm inside.